Hey, it's Coach Manny, and I'm fired up today because today I want to talk to you about how's your sales process working? Everyone keeps telling me the same. It's hard to find good salespeople. Okay, but are you too soft on your salespeople? Is the next question. Do you settle for less from your salespeople than what you know you can get? Do you have a process in place that can and does generate sales beyond your expectations? Or have you lowered your expectations? What if you had a standard sales process for your team? This is how, step by step. This is what you do when. This is how you handle each situation. Totally defining the salesperson, what he or she needs to do based on the history, and a history that isn't stagnant, but a history that is consistently changing. You know, some of the big companies who have done successful in sales are using this kind of process, and any company out there who takes the time can do this. What if you had a system that defines this is how we sell our product or service? This is how we manage our sales process. A detailed system that gives you, as the salesperson, the answers to your questions about prospecting, about competitors, about what to do, when to do, how to do it, how long to wait, when to do this. What if you had that? Well, guess what? A detailed database that gave you step by step how to sell this product or service. A system that had history of what happened that worked and what didn't work. So when you thought, well, let me try this, you could go back and say, well, that didn't work here or it didn't work there. A system that learned consistently, because what happened is people got together and they kept putting more information in there every month. Not an outdated sales manual. I know sometimes you go to work somewhere and you get this old manual and this is how we sell. Yeah, that's how you sold how many years ago? And maybe it worked and maybe it doesn't have enough detail and maybe it doesn't have answers to anything. The process I'm talking about is making it better and better. Taking the lessons you and your salespeople learn on a consistent basis and bringing it into the process, making it easier and easier to get the results you want. If you had a standard process, then you could take a good salesperson who can learn to follow the process and make them a great salesperson. You could stop these salespeople, and you know what? I'm a person. I can say this, and we all think we know the best way to do it. But I don't want you to do it your way. I want you to stop thinking about how much your way works better than mine. Instead, what the system does is I want you to learn and apply this because we know it works. Follow the system and you're going to make a lot of money and have a lot of success. And when you learn something new that we'll add it to the system. Then your sales leaders could teach, they could motivate, and they could generate more sales meeting your expectations. So, what does that sound good to you? Are you frustrated enough out there with your current process that something like this might interest you? If you could take your process and break it down and keep it in a consistently updating process of how to sell, what works, what doesn't work, would that interest you? If that's something that'll interest you, then schedule 30 minutes with me, will you? Let's talk about how we could do this for you. The number's at the bottom here. Take some time. You know what? We get frustrated with sales so many times. We get frustrated with our salespeople. But if we put together the right system, but it's more than putting it together. If we put it together and then we take what's happening in the system and we keep re-educating ourselves, we're going to have a process that's going to explode our sales. This is Coach Manny, as always, saying, get out there, have a great day, and connect up with me, and let's get your sales process rocking.